challenges of gifted. Now, I'm going to pose a few of the challenges over time parents have encountered, and you see what kind of support is. Okay, the first is loner, does not get along well with peers. Now, this will happen once the child goes to school and gets a little older. This is one problem parents face. Why do you think there is a problem here? Why? Well ahead, yes. They usually 3 to 4 years advanced, okay, beyond their years. The problem is they don't have enough friends of the same matching friends with matching abilities. They lack of energy. Now, they're extremely creative and therefore always behave differently from others because they're intelligent, they're creative, they behave differently, and because of that, the kind of interest they have with other people reduces, and because of that, there are fewer people that they can mix around with who have shared interests. And that, what happens after that? They lack companionship. Now, the support is involvement in activities or hobbies that include a broad range of ages. Okay, certain games, it doesn't matter whichever age group you are, you can still play. Whether you're 4 years old or you're 8 years old, you can still play those games. Get them indulged in such games, interest and advanced capabilities. Next will be chooses inappropriate activities. I say inappropriate because parents and adults view it as inappropriate. For them it's very appropriate. Okay, older friends are common. Activities of older children are attractive. Why? Because they are more advanced activities. Okay, older children would not be playing, let's say a female child would not be playing with dolls or what masa-masa. Okay, an older child would be playing with different kind of games or toys. So they are more prone towards that age group because of matching cognitive levels. Now, sometimes they seek or value exciting friends since they are both different from the norm and do unexpected things that excite the imagination of the creatively gifted child. Now, you will notice that if your child is creatively gifted, high energy, very active, the child will get very excited with children, usually children who have disciplinary problems. They'll be kind of good friends with them. Why? Or children with ADHD who are very hyper, because or children with learning problems, also again, are different, again, hyper. People who do things differently, or children who have disciplinary problems, conduct disorder. A child who would break things in a class or, scratch the board or do naughty things. You notice that this gifted child will go towards this child. For you, don't forget that such a naughty child. Why are you mixing around with that child? Why? Because those children excite them. If they are so bored in a class, these are the children who will excite them. Because they are doing things differently. They are not doing things everybody else is doing. You are trying to relate.
It's too funny.
It's funny, right? No, but it's true. Because they need that adrenaline rush, that they need to be cognitively charged. So all these things will charge them. Of course, the child, trying to break something in the classroom is more exciting than the teacher teaching a subject that I already know. Right? So either the more behaved child will just enjoy it. The active child will join in. What happens? That label sent to the office. Unfortunately. It's so important to understand the child. It's not that the child is really naughty, but the child is not getting the stimulation the child needs in class. Okay, now, gifted children can be like this. This is how they stimulate themselves. This is why they don't have many friends. Okay? Okay, so now this again, Kevin, I love their cartoons. Are very interesting. Showing, in a way, talking about something which is not normal, very creative, something which obviously is not eating, but to annoy the other person, vocabulary, and at the end of it, care for a bite, or were you leaving? They just disgust the person. So this is one reason gifted children may not have many friends. Because it excites them to say things like that. They get very excited when what they're using. When especially they get really excited when the person reacts. That's what they want. Some excitement in their life. Unfortunately, because of the high energy level, no, this doesn't happen. This happens a lot when they are younger. When they are older, again they will still be a little unpopular. I'm sure when you are in college and all, you come across some students who are like that. Like very intelligent, like to ponting class. Doesn't come for class, but yet do very well. But not very popular, not many friends sometimes. That is a gifted child. Why not many friends? Because talk all rubbish, use big words and all that for you to show off, and they are very very critical. Okay, this hyper, always on the go. Now the smarter the child is, the busier she or he gets. This is the nature of intelligence. Okay. Cognitively, you don't have to, when they say hyper, doesn't mean only physically. Hyper intellectually as well. Smarter children and adults sleep less. Okay? Even adults, not only children, and may have higher levels of stress hormone if sleep is inadequate. Which is why if your child is gifted and sleeping very little, it is actually not good. It's not good for you as well. Do you notice the child gets very cranky? So you need to find ways to make the child slow down and sleep. It's very important to get adequate sleep because it will encourage stress hormone. It is not good. And it becomes a habit. Inadequate fatigue causes restlessness. Now, on the other hand, if the child is not the child will be pushed to the point of exhaustion. So you have to really push the child, tire the child. Because if the child is not tired, the child is not going to sleep. We're talking about gifted children. The average child is okay, can sleep. Now, gifted child may be more hyper than the average child. Because hyper here, and when the child is young, physically hyper. So make sure the child has good enough activity level. Sometimes even brain activity can be very tiring. Even that is good. But I think when the child is young, a lot of physical activity. He'll do good. Puzzles, music, sports and hobbies help the child to slow down and concentrate. Okay, these are to help them focus. So in your daily routine, try to include some of these. Difficult temperamental, always hard to please or settle down. Now, skeptical, inquirers and constantly ask questions, as we talked about just now, keep on asking you about the truth, like the fairy, Santa Claus, religious beliefs, traditions. They are going to question you, and you need to be able to tell them correctly. Don't lie to them. Don't tell them that don't tell them something which is not true, because they will believe you. As parents, they are going to believe you. They'll question you, but they will believe you. So tell them the truth, what they need to know. Even if you think that if I tell them the truth, they are not going to listen to me the next time. It's okay. They will appreciate the truth. Creative and often stubborn. Now, if they are constantly reminded of authority of their instructor, in this case usually parents or teachers, it's true because I said so. If I say there is Santa Claus, there is Santa Claus. No questions. Don't ask me any more questions. Okay? Rather than given logical answers, they will rebel. Okay? They won't be able to take it. So you need to give them logical answers.